All right, the carnivore community. I'm CB Carmack. Some of you may be familiar with me or whatever, some of the videos or whatever, but that I've posted on the community, the group. But I want to make this video because I've just something in carnivore that we may not think about, that we may have to face, and I hope and pray that some of us don't have to face what I just had to do. I just had to go through a real disturbing, probably the most awkward and most disturbing situations and experiences that I've had since I've been on carnivore. I've been doing it since April the 9th of this year, and of course changed my life. I'm going to start with my story. My dad called me on the phone. I'm in law enforcement. I was patrolling. I was out on the very far east end of my county, and he said that he was out hunting behind his house, way out in the woods. We're in northwest Alabama, by the way. Country boy. Said that he stepped on some rocks, twisted his ankle, and broke his leg, he thinks. So I'm hauling butt. I'm going to try to keep the language. If I let some slip, I apologize, but I'm going to keep this language PG, no more than PG-13. But I may let a D word slip or whatever here and there, so I apologize ahead of time. But anyway, I hauled tail to his house, got his walking stick inside the house, unlocked. I'm the only one with an extra key to his house. Went in, got his big wooden walking stick, hauled tail to the woods, ran, of course, limbs and briars and crap smacking me in the head, and that's look over that, because that's where I got that, because I'm not slowing down, because my dad's in the woods, can't get out. Very overweight, 5'11", 265 pounds, stomach like he swallowed 2 beach balls, and diabetic, type 2 diabetic, insulin dependent. I tried to tell him many times, look, this turned my life around. I was 250 pounds last year. Now I'm at my high school weight. I'm about 186 pounds, and never felt better. Inflammation gone, so much stuff gone. I mean, changed my life anyway. And if Larry and Cassie or somebody's watching this, or Sean from Intentional Carnivore, because I'm on the other group too, y'all see this, you got my permission if you think it's worthy of clip, on YouTube, a clip on YouTube or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to cut to the chase, get to the story. Went back close to a mile or so back in the woods, got my dad close to the creek, got him out, carried him to the hospital, got back home with him, been going there every day, carried him back to the bone and joint clinic. Of course, I keep making hints, because he keeps saying he's too old to do this anymore. He's never going to go back there again. That was his last time going back to hunt or walk back there again. He's too old, too fat and decrepit. He keeps making those, but I keep reminding him, I've tried to tell you how to change your life. And of course, I can't help to keep bringing it up and to keep, giving hints. But today, he texted me on the phone early this morning and said he needed some help if I could come down there. Came down there. Of course, my uncle, he is already there, and he already made it there. And after my uncle left, I sat down and I made the statement. It reminded him I had to work the fair tonight, because the state fair, it's in town, in our area, in our town, at the Northwest Alabama State Fairground, and I got to work at the ticket booth at the front gate. He made the statement about going and getting him, bringing him to the hot dog, not hot dogs, but the corn dogs, battered in that crap, and then of course cooked in seed oils. I imagine deep fried in seed oils, and I told him, I said, I'll try, but it's not a guarantee. I may not be able to make it inside because my post is outside the gate at the ticket booth. And of course, I told him it'd probably be 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning before I even get out of there. And of course, after I told him, after he mentioned it a couple times, finally he blew up on me and started going off saying, "Oh, you're just making excuses and all this." And then he went into bringing up, I mean, saying hurtful things. And I hope and pray that it's the medication, because I know he's on medication. He just broke his leg in two separate places, and I can imagine the pain and everything. So yeah, you can imagine, you can expect pain medication. But anyway, I am. He started saying hurtful things like, I didn't really do much but carry his gun out to get him out of the woods, and I didn't do SHIT. And all that. And then he's saying that you're just like his daughter, my sister, because she hasn't been over there once. You're just like her. You just making excuses to avoid it after I've been there every day doing all kind of stuff. Then he got to making statements about me trying to preach about eating all meat, the carnivore diet. And he started calling it stupid, and it's my opinion. It's not, and he was yelling and cursing at me. Of course, the things that he said, the things that I said back after I finally had enough and got my phone up and ran out the door and yelled back at him. I've arrested people for domestic violence. Of course, here in Alabama, you don't have to, and I'm sure it's similar to other states. You don't have to touch anybody, your spouse or your father or mother or whoever, to be arrested for domestic violence. Domestic harassment is an arrestable offense and is justified to be making an arrest. I've arrested people for the things that was said between us two. He's done that. He's done that in the past throughout my life more than once. You can tell when he gets in that, he just flips and he gets in that mood. And I'm hoping again that it's the medication, but of course he's done it in the past. But this time it really hit home and it really hit in my heart. It stabbed me in the heart, because him saying that, me preaching about the meat and being that it's stupid, effing stupid, and other curse words thrown in there, yelling, saying that stuff is like just in insulting me for it, and just making like statements. I mean, he's made little statements like, "Oh, he's gotten skinny, you look sickly," and all that to my other family members or whatever, and they're just like closed-minded. "Oh, that ain't for me, no." And I ain't going to go into that. But anyway, all this stuff built up to, he pretty much just told me that as his son, not literally saying it, but in other words, that because you gotten back healthy and lost all the weight and don't have all this inflammation, don't have toenail fungus, don't have skin tags, don't have the energy, brain fog gone, all this stuff that has positive effects on my life and changed my life. And I just want to spread the word to tell people how information that they may not know that could change their life. I mean, in a short amount of time. Not even, you can give me the weight back, but all the other stuff, don't snore anymore. I'm a singer too. Hey, I'm thinking about getting back into singing because of Carnivore. I quit drinking. I was drinking whiskey every night, passing out in the recliner, sitting straight up, neck with a crick in it in the morning. All kind of things, hung over all the time. But with him saying the stuff about Carnivore, like he said to me, is like saying, it's stupid that I've gotten healthy and that I've changed, that I've reversed my type 2 diabetes and lost all the weight, and it's ignorant. And it's like saying he don't care and shut up about it because it's stupid, even though I do it because I'm his son, and I would like to have him around for a few more years. So this is a little bit to look for in Carnivore, the darkest part and the worst experiences you could think possible. Not just somebody just blowing you off, thinking, "Oh, that ain't for me," or "Hey, oh no, I couldn't do that," or just I couldn't give up my little Debbie cakes. I couldn't give up the potatoes and the bread and all that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't give up my sugar and all that, which is poison. You know, this situation here is probably the bottom of the barrel, like worst, darkest, some of the darkest experiences that someone could experience, your own dad. And the number one rule is, to a lot of people, to most people, and it should be to everybody, is get all the negative people out of your life. And anybody who doesn't have you in your welfare, your safety and health in their best interest, then you need to get rid of them out of your life. That's the number one rule in my book. And being that that's my dad, and I've been going down there every day taking care of him with broke leg in 2 different places, and he's carried him to the hospital, carried him to the bone and joint clinic, carried him, got his medicines filled, went to the grocery store for him, everything. And then, of course, he blows up, and I feel like something that's at the top of his mind, and he's probably been wanting to tell me for a long time since I've been on this diet and on this way of life. It's not a diet, it's a way of life now. I feel like that's probably about as dark as you can get, and I got to make decisions. I can't just leave my dad just laying around. My sister's not going up there taking care of him or checking on him or whatever. He's got a few friends that drop in every so often. He's got his sister that goes up this. I think she went up. She's supposed to went up there today and bring him some food, Kentucky Fried Chicken, a bucket of about 10 piece with some biscuits and some mashed potatoes and corn, and all that garbage. Somebody would rather eat garbage and get healthy to be able to get up like me and do things and get the energy back and reverse type 2 diabetes off 5 of medications, and I'm not counting 2 that I stopped on my own before I probably should have, which one of them I did because it was a cholesterol lowering medication, which that's a totally different subject. But I don't know what to say, but I went back down there because, like I said, I'm in law enforcement, and I've learned through my job and the training is I don't avoid situations that most people do, as far as awkwardness and uncomfortable situations, because when somebody calls 911 and we have to go, when it's gotten that bad, somebody's got to call 911 and get us to come down there to help try to solve their problems. That's the type of situations I'm in and day out. And so, therefore, I thought of that, and I went back in, and he was already nodded off in his recliner with his hand propped up, sleeping. I just walked in and said, "You all right?" And of course, he acted like nothing ever happened. Then he did, after we talked back and forth, he did say, "I love you." I told him I love him too. Of course, he never apologized. Hopefully one day maybe he'll apologize. I'm not apologizing. I didn't do anything wrong, don't you think? Anyway, I thought I'd share this because people that don't understand sometimes how dark carnivore can be, and just telling someone who you love and want to stay around, and I'd like to see them change their life, and for the best, for the better, and be able to do things like they used to with me, and be able to do things with me activity wise, not sitting on your ass watching TV all the time. That's been 99% of our bonding has been either TV or eating some garbage. And now that I'm not eating garbage and I got more energy and I can't sit down very long to sit and watch TV, brain rot shows, brain rot TV is what I call it. most of my content is like YouTube, informational, carnivore information. Here lately, a lot of carnivore from doctors, learning about all this details and subjects on like cholesterol and fat and just all the just I can just go on and on and on and on about what I do, what I watch. The only content that I watch is YouTube and stuff and instructional videos and informational stuff to learn from, and devoured a ton of information just in a short amount of time. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that situation that I just experienced with my dad. My mom's doing carnivore now and changed her life. She's lost a lot of weight, and everything else, energy, and yeah. So, but can't seem to get my dad, which is 5'11", 265 pounds, type 2 diabetic, had 2 heart attacks in the past, all kind of toenail fungus, just ridiculous, just all kind of things that he's got going on with him. And going back and forth to the pain clinic, having to have procedures like injections in his spine and stuff, and on pain medication. Tried to explain to him he could get off that crap. He's made statements about he wished he could get off all the medications. He got a wheelbarrow full of medications. I mean, not literally, but I'm exaggerating a little bit. But technically, all his his pills fill up the palm of his damn hand. Can't be good for your liver. Can't be good for your kidneys. Can't be good for your whole system together. When he is still so dependent on these doctors telling him everything. He's also made statements through my life. Cut the fat off the steak because it'll cause you to have a heart attack. He's still stuck on that, information. But anyway, what can you do? Let him die? Stop telling him this information? Stop telling him things when he makes statements like don't feel like he's going to make it much longer. He's not going to be able to ever go back in the woods back behind his house and walk again because he's done gotten too old, fat, and decrepit. How did you get that way? He made the statement he got this way not because of what he eats, it's because he don't do nothing but sit on his ass and watch TV. I got this way 186 pounds from 250 pounds last year. I got this way not doing a damn thing, but changing my diet and eating carnivore. I've lost that much weight, 250 pounds to 186 pounds, my high school weight. So, but anyway, what can you do? Anyway, I just thought I'd share